So here's a quick comparison between the Ergobaby Embrace carrier and the Izmi Baby carrier here. So they both adapt for use from newborn. The Izmi has a Velcro waistband. If you open it up inside, you'll be able to see that we can change the width for the baby. And this is where baby sits. So for our new baby, we would have it on narrow to support them from the back of the knee to the back of the knee in that naturally seated position to the fetal tuck. So that's nice and narrow at the base now. So we can take the carrier and place the waistband around us and click it back and tighten up nice and snug. And then we take our baby and we put them where we'd like them to be. So here's a baby. Give them a cuddle, nice and high on your torso, exactly where you'd like them to be, and we'll just scoop that carrier up onto baby's back just there. Once baby's in nice and snug, you can pop the strap onto your shoulder and do exactly the same on the other side, and we'll reach behind to create a large X on the back and connect the carrier at the side here. We have a forwards or a backwards tightening mechanism depending on what feels best for you. So if you prefer to pull that way or that way on the Izmi, that allows you to do that, and it means you can change the position of the buckle as well. Do exactly the same on the other side, round to the back and click at the side of the carrier just here and tighten up to fit. So when that carrier tightens around both of you at the same time, it allows baby's weight to transfer around you and tuck up on your chest. You should be able to look down and see baby's mouth and nose, and they should have support to the back of the ear. Now you have an adjustable headrest just here. You can see that this is the Izmi Breeze, which has the mesh on the back, which is actually really, really soft. Doesn't look soft, but it is. And you have support for their head just here in a diagonal function. If you wanted to loosen your carrier here and here to adapt for a feeding position, then you could do so. Always return a baby to an upright position after feeding. So, carrier like that one. And unclick there, take the whole thing down, unclick at the back, and baby will be out. You can take the whole thing off without putting the baby down. So the Ergobaby Embrace is a similar type of carrier. It's not as firm. The fabric on your Ergo Embrace is stretchy. These are the shoulder straps. They bounce and they open, so they have that little bit of stretch to them, which is a nice feeling. And instead of having Velcro inside the waistband, we flip the waistband around. So we create a narrower seat because we use a slightly different part of the carrier to use it for a small baby as to a bigger one. You can see it would get wider naturally if you unflipped. Now how to flip it is written on it here, so you can't forget. Put it against you and move it away. 2 times for a newborn. Bring it round to the side and we can click the carrier to fit. So it's a similar type of waistband. It's got a little bit of padding in it, but it's not particularly chunky. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing with our little one. I'm just going to pop them against our chest, bring them little hands up. Most babies do that for themselves, dollies don't. And give them a cuddle and scoop that carrier up onto baby's back. So we have support to the back of the ear, strap goes on my shoulder and on my shoulder, and I'm able to bring that round to the back in exactly the same type of X and click at the side of the body panel just here. You can see it's on a slightly separate piece. And click and we pull back. There we are, exactly the same on the other side, round to the back and click just here. So once your carrier's on, you can tighten up, spread on your shoulders, feels nice and secure, and support up to the back of the ear, got that padded headrest behind the head, look down and see baby's mouth and nose, give them a little tightening so that they're directly against your chest and you're nice and snug. So you have that little bit of stretch in the Ergobaby Embrace that you don't have in the Izmi. And they're both kind of baby's first yearish carriers. They're something that works well from newborn to around that kind of 9 to 12 month mark for most people. But what they do is they're light in their feel. They're directly against your chest. There's nothing too big and structured around the middle, so it doesn't feel like you're wearing, you know, a parachute harness. And they have that direct rub on baby's back in both of the carriers. So it's worth looking at both of those to see if there's something that can work for you. Take the carrier up, unclick, unclick. There's my waistband, and the whole thing's off. There we go.